Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. Pressure is piling on the Deputy President Kithure Kindiki and the Prime Cabinet Secretary Mudavadi to deliver the forthcoming by-elections in their constituencies to at least prove that indeed they deserve the positions that they were offered by William Samoei Ruto. Now, the two constituencies are Mbeere North for Deputy President Kithure Kindiki because Mbeere North is his home turf. And the other one is Malava constituency that falls within the home turf of Mudavadi. Pressure is piling, and I understand that Ruto has given an ultimatum that they have to deliver to prove their worth in this government. As we speak, there are 7 pending by-elections that are supposed to take place in the next few weeks or months. And these constituencies, because of course there are 7 by-elections at the constituency level and other 10, I think, at the ward level. Now, Kasipul constituency, the former member of parliament Mbeere was gunned down in Nairobi's CBD, and there is a vacancy there. Campaigns are already high. This was an ODM turf, and we believe there is a likelihood that ODM will retain the seat. We have Magarini constituency. Of course, Kasipul is in Homa Bay County. Now, we have Magarini constituency. The former member of parliament, Harrison Gama Kombe, lost his seat after a court case. His opponent took him to court. The court dragged all the way to the Supreme Court, and Harrison lost his seat, so there's going to be a by-election. Kombe is an ODM member of parliament, so there's a likelihood that ODM might retain that seat. We wait and see. Magarini is in Mombasa County. Then we have Baringo senatorial seat. It fell vacant after the former senator William Cheptumo also died after battling some illness. So there's going to be a by-election. Cheptumo was a UDA senator, and we believe there's a likelihood that UDA will retain the seat. Of course, that is in Rift Valley, Baringo County. Then we've got Banisa constituency. Banisa is in northeastern, and the former member of parliament, Kulo Malim Hassan, died following a road accident. Malim was a UDM member of parliament. UDM has dominated that area. They are likely to retain that seat. Now, eyes are on Malava and Mbeere North constituency. Now, the former member of parliament of Malava, Mululu Injendi, also died. And so they have been left without a member of parliament. Of course, recently, Godfrey Ruto was appointed a cabinet secretary for public service, leaving a vacancy there. And so these are the two very delicate constituencies that means a lot. It is a matter of life and death for Mudavadi and Kithure Kindiki. Of course, we have Ugunja, where Opiyo Wandayi comes from. Opiyo Wandayi was also appointed the CS for energy, so there's also going to be a by-election there. That is an ODM zone. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we speak, it is said Mudavadi has pitched camp there. He's expected to ensure that he wins that seat. And of course, you all know that Kithure Kindiki has also pitched camp, meaning that they have all their ears. They are making phone calls and doing everything. Now, there seems to be some confusion in those two constituencies. And if the opposition is not very careful, they might lose those seats. For the opposition, this means a lot to them because they are trying to equate, especially for the DCP, what William Ruto did with the UDA in the by-election in 2022 when he swept almost half of the by-elections, showing Uhuru Kenyatta that they had given the red light. They wanted to win the 2022 election, and they went ahead and won it by hook or crook, of course. Now, in Malava, the opposition is already divided. The very controversial, the controversial and outspoken Seth Panyako is vying on a DAP ticket. Then the DCP party also has a candidate there. So you can see the opposition is already, preparing to divide their votes. It's also not very easy for Mudavadi because the aspirants who wanted the UDA ticket have failed to agree. And so they're going to be subjected to some elections by delegates to decide who is to be given the UDA ticket. So there's some confusion. Now, in the event that the UDA decides to give that ticket to one person after delegates decide, the UDA candidate is going to face several opposition candidates. And this is a do or die situation for Mudavadi. He has to deliver. Now, in Mbeere North, there's another confusion. For William Ruto, he convinced all the aspirants who wanted the UDA ticket to step down, and they remained with just one candidate. That means they are settled. Now, that is the home turf of the Deputy President, Kithure Kindiki, and it's also, let's say, the home turf, it's Mount Kenya, is also the home turf of Rigathi Gachagua. Now, Rigathi's candidate, Duncan Mbeere, decamped DCP. At first, he announced that he was going to contest as an independent candidate. Now, Moses Kuria has taken advantage and rushed to issue the former DCP candidate with a CCK ticket. So Mbeere is going to contest on a CCK party, Chama cha Kazi party. I saw several leaders also trying to endorse him. Now, for the DCP, I think they decided that they're going to support a DP candidate that belongs to the former Attorney General, J.B. Muturi. So you can see there are confusion here and there. Now, that also is a do or die for Kithure Kindiki. It's also a do or die for the opposition, because what happens and the outcome of the by-election will determine what happens in 2027. That is what they are saying. Because by yesterday, the deputy party leader of DCP was announcing in Malava that the government is trying to buy all the aspirants and competitors to allow only the UDA candidate. And they want the constituents not to allow such shenanigans to take place. Now, why is it a do or die from Mudavadi and Kithure Kindiki? Now, one, after Rigathi Gachagua ouster, Rigathi launched a strong comeback. And you will agree with me that he endeared himself to the people with the slogans, Ruto must go, one term, cousins, and he has been a thorn in the flesh, causing the government sleepless nights. And as they go for this election, this is the time that Rigathi Gachagua wanted to show them that he is indeed a force to reckon with. If he sweeps the by-elections, then that will be a warning that 2027 will not be business as usual. For William Samoei Ruto, he has to show them that one-term calls and Ruto must go are just but, hot air. And that is why stakes are high. William Ruto is depending on Musalia Mudavadi, who has got a very, very prestigious position to lead the campaigns. Now, for Mudavadi, George Natembeya has always said that for Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula, their time is up. The Trans Nzoia governor is saying these two people tawe. They have been in politics forever and they cannot deliver. And people have always speculated that maybe Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula are gone because of the wave, the opposition wave. So if Mudavadi does not retain the seat, then we will conclude that indeed Natembeya was right. And so Mudavadi does not have the capacity to represent William Samoei Ruto. And that means it goes without saying that he does not have the capacity to be in that position, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, because politics is about numbers. Then the question would be, then how is he helping William Ruto? Because William Ruto has given him a prestigious position. Then how is he helping William Ruto if he cannot deliver a mere constituency seat? Then will he help William Ruto to deliver the presidency in 2027? So that is the question that is bedeviling, Musalia Mudavadi. He can easily be replaced if he cannot help. For Kithure Kindiki, he was appointed to neutralize Rigathi Gachagua. He was given a lot of money to do the empowerment program. This has fallen in his doorstep, and it is an indirect war between himself and his former colleague, Rigathi Gachagua. If Rigathi beats him, or let me now say that JB Muturi beats him in his own constituency, he's got no business being in that seat as the deputy president. Because then he's not, just like Musalia, it will be concluded that he's not helping William Ruto. If he can't deliver the constituency seat, then will he garner even 100,000 or let me just say even 20,000 votes for William Samoei Ruto? And so that is the reason I'm telling you that stakes are high, and I understand that William Ruto has given an ultimatum. You either deliver or yangu na nyinyi X. There is also another stake that William Ruto will be considering who to pick as his running mate. He had Rigathi Gachagua in 2022, they fell out. So as we speak, it is said he can decide to retain Kithure Kindiki. But that must be determined by many other factors. Is he viable politically? In the event that he doesn't pick Kithure, then he can, take Musalia. But for Musalia, just like his counterpart, Kithure, Musalia must prove that he is politically productive. He has the numbers. He can control Western. So that in the event that William Ruto is looking for a running mate, they can present themselves. So this is the first litmus test for them. Rumor has it that Raila might decide that he's not going to contest. Now, in the event that he doesn't, he can negotiate for a running mate to give William Ruto someone to back him so that they go together in 2027. The country is tired of them, but either way, they will still present themselves at the ballot. William Ruto wants to head to the ballot with shoulders high to humiliate the opposition, showing them that nyinyi hamko bado, hii ni kelele mnapiga. They are using a lot of money. The only challenging factor here is, for the by-election, there are very many factors. People can decide to vote for an individual rather than a party. And that does not mean that, for example, if the UDA candidate wins, then it means that they will vote for William Ruto. People can decide that we want our own person. But it can also be argued that if you hate Ruto so much, why do you give him a member of parliament? Because these members of parliament are the ones that have messed us up when they pass the Finance Bill 2024, when they pass, bills here and there. So you give William Ruto someone to work with, it means that you trust him. He will argue that way because there are other candidates that belong to the opposition. William Ruto will argue that the opposition is only making noise, but the people who have got the mandate to choose have decided to show them dust. And so, ladies and gentlemen, as we speak, stakes are high, tension is also high. Mudavadi is under pressure. Kithure Kindiki in dilemma. They don't know what to do, and they're only hoping against hope that they will sail through. If you are coming from those two constituencies, what is the state like? Who is likely to win? The government, the broad-based government, or the opposition? Because the outcome will really mean a lot as we head to 2027. Kindly share with me in the comment section.